Hello friends, and welcome to Mobility with Heather. Mobility with Heather in the red tank. Yes. Okay, so we love mobility because, well, we need it at every stage of life. It's really like joint protection for shoulders, hips, elbows, ankles. So we have 10 or so combo exercises for you. Go at your own pace. I want this to feel refreshing to your body. So if you need to grab like a yoga block to assist with any kind of depth related exercise, then that's awesome and perfect. We are gonna take our feet out wide. And all we're gonna do right now is hinge from our hips. And as we raise, I want you to raise your outside leg up and set it down. And every single one of these combo exercises is 50 seconds. So this is our first one as we hinge from our hips, and I'll turn to the side just so you can see the side angle on. But we're working on posture as we roll our shoulders back, raising with that knee, using your core to raise with the knee. Good job, just keep those hands on your hips, nice and easy. Feet are just a tiny little bit wider than hip width apart. And you already just have 10 seconds left. So start to focus on your breathing. Heather and I are actually listening to a really beautiful fountain over there. Maybe we should have set up shop over there. Okay. This is 2 side lunges. We're gonna go towards Heather, towards me, and then push our knees out. So I'm gonna mirror. That's 1, that's 2. Now lean down and press those knees out. And again, towards Heather, towards me, and press those knees out. Good job. So key here is just moving. We're just moving our bodies. I like to think of this one feels like it has a little bit of like a little bit of a martial arts feel to it. Keeping your chest lifted, friends.
That's the arms.
That's the arms. Is that what you said, arms?
Yeah, the arms make it very...
Yeah. Good job. Down and down, and elbows out. And we're already feeling the goodness here as we're digging deep into those muscles and into those joints. Hold here for an extended, just hold right here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands go up. Okay, you're gonna take one leg, just watch me. You're gonna kick to the front, whoop, try to hold your balance, and quad stretch. Practice on the other side. Kick with a flexed foot, grab your heel, and trying to keep those knees as close together. It's okay if you bobble. Remember that this is just mobility practice. Good job, working on our balance. Is so good for us as humans, as athletes. Just a good full body mobility. So if I turn to the side, I want you to realize that I'm raising my leg with my core. What I'm not doing is using any kind of body thrust, ripple whatsoever to get that leg up. Good job. 4 and 3 and 2, and just shake it out because we already did the other side. Okay, we are going to side bend, side bend. We're gonna stay with Heather's side first. Side bend, push those hands together out towards us and stretch your back. And here we go, timer's off, 50 seconds. You side bend, and then take a second to really push out. Good job, and you are breathing. Well, good news, folks, my ears just unplugged. So now I can hear everything. That was amazing. Honestly, didn't even really realize that my ears were plugged. I was like, pop, whoa. Good job. Maybe that's what mobility does. It heals you of things.
Your muscles around your back.
Keep pressing. If you like that on your back, rounding, hunching. Again, from the side, you really hunch that back over, and one more. And last one. All right, so this is going to be our last standing You're gonna hip roll. We'll start with Heather's leg. Hip roll and raise a knee. And hip roll and raise a knee. Good job. So we are continuing to work on balance as you just go left, right, and left, right. Really digging that big toe in, winding that hip around. Awesome job. Nice. Just keep going, same movement. So good. For those hip flexors, I can feel it in my stomach, and I can feel it even in my shoulders as I'm moving around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's do one more side, and then we're gonna hit all the way down to the ground. Heather, you can just face me because I think we can mirror each other on this one. So get a good feel of the mat underneath your hands. Spread those fingers wide. You're gonna start with the arm closest to us. Circle, circle, and then just lift off the ground. Let's do it again. Circle, circle, you can lift off the ground, or you can actually pike up, pike down. So good job. So there's really no rhyme or reason or rhythm here. This is the rhythm of what your body wants you to do. So just stay with that as you're rotating those shoulders around. Remember, if the pike up is just not for you, try to just raise and lower those knees just a little bit. You still have 18 seconds. I want a big, wide shoulder circle all the way around, raising that arm up and pressing those hips up to the sky. You have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, we are going to lean, Heather. We're gonna come up this way. We're gonna lean towards Heather and then hammy stretch down, and your knees are gonna pop together. You go this way. You're gonna lean, stay at the diagonal, and stretch from your hips. So go tippy toe, heel, and try to keep it like a fluid dance is what we're working towards. Over, heel goes down. Great job trying to keep that back as flat as possible on your hinging over. Oh man, that feels good. So good. Oh, feels really, really good. It's like I just kind of want to hang out there for a minute, but it's not what the board says that we're supposed to do. So 10 seconds. A new board. Heather, it's not a new board, okay? She just looks a little bit nicer than the other ones, okay? All right, to your booty. Okay, so this is a straddle, which means everyone's straddle is gonna feel different. Heather and I have a pretty wide turnout. I want you to take the inside of your hand, reach for your foot, now switch, reach for the other foot. Now give me like a chest push-up. You can cupcake those fingers. And again, you're leaning. Well, we didn't start with leaning with Heather this time. I'm not really sure what happened with that. We lost our rhythm. Over and over. Taking that chest down. Good job. I really like to use my hands to support my body as I lower down, just so that it can take a little bit of pressure off of my lower back. And we're breathing, don't forget. We're getting a little bit of core work in here. And this is gonna be our last one. Over, and down. Okay, so this one is going to be a left-right situation. We're gonna come back up to our knees, and if you need to grab something for your knees, do that. But you're gonna take your hands over, stretch. Heather, you can maybe mirror me. Well, you're not mirroring me now. And push those hips up. Yep, and back down. You're gonna find your knees, just find your knees, up and over, booty down, keep this leg up and press up. There we go. Yep, it's a little interesting. So stack those knees, press away, make rainbows with your arms, cross, and press up. Nice, you still have 20 seconds on this side. So just nice and slow, bridging up and pressing those hips up to the sky. Let's do 2 more here. This is 1. And 2. All the way over. Good job. And last one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do it on the opposite side. So I'm gonna come this way. And we're gonna start the correct way this time.
Yes.
Just a little mermaid knees happening here. And you're gonna press up, reach over. Oops, Heather and I are gonna turn away. The leg, use your opposite leg this time. So it's the leg that's stacked on top. As you reach and extend. Good job, guys. Sway that arm, soften those elbows as you raise your hips. Try not to lock out that stuff. You still have 20 seconds here. So if this is your only movement for the day, I'd like for you to really try to think strong thoughts, putting a lot of strong pressure into those hands, into the palms of the hands, as it connects all the way up through your arm into your shoulder. And this is our last one. Press it up and down. Okay, we're gonna get into our child's pose, Miss Heather. And this is our very last one, team. So I'm gonna take one hand and reach it back. And then my hands are going to touch each other. And I'm actually gonna pop up, and I hope Heather and I don't touch hair. But I'm going to, I've got this big old bun today. I'm gonna try to actually, like, just plank forward a little bit. So that is because I want you to be really working on wrist range.
Oh, it's so important.
Wrist range, wrist range. How is your wrist doing, lady?
It's better, but
It's just hard to kind of remember to do therapy on it. And
then the really starts. And,
oh,
the whole thing.
the whole thing. So this is a little option. If you do not feel like doing your plank, just rock up and over. Good job. 4 and 3. This will be our last one. 2 and 1 and up. You guys did so good. Let's just sit back on our heels real fast and take those hands as we stretch our quads. Stretching our quads. You can take your neck to the left and the right, but be gentle with yourself. And that's it. Thanks, Heather. Okay, you guys have a great day, and let us know what you think about that. You're awesome. We love you. Bye.